Hey everybody, we're live here in front of Highline Medical Center where the SEIU Healthcare Union is picketing about their own healthcare benefits as staff. So as you can see here, there's a very large amount of people. I'm going to try to get across the street once it's safe. A lot of horns honking in support. But look at this. Check it out. All right, I'm going to risk my life by walking down Sylvester here. Get up here. All right, you're live on the Beatdown Blog. Be a couple hundred people out here. Hey! It's very festive. It's like a conga line.
We're strong! We'll fight for healthcare all day long! We're strong! We'll fight for healthcare all day long! We're here! We're strong! We'll fight for healthcare all day long! We're here! We're strong! We'll fight for healthcare all day long! We're here!
My name is Sarah. I'm a registered nurse at the birth center, and I've been a nurse for 11 years.
Oh, okay. Well, you all have to wait till I get my paper out here. Just say my name. My name is Marky Baldridge, and and those are all my friends. And I've been here for 35 years, and I just want to say something to you all tonight. I wrote it down. I first decided to become a registered nurse because of a deep commitment to helping people. I earned a master's degree in nursing with a focus on leadership and education. I have spent half my life, a total of 35 years at Highline Medical Center, where I am a nurse in the emergency department. Yay, indeed. Additionally, I've spent 10 years as a nurse educator. After all these years of service, I am saddened to say that I have watched Highline change from an independent community hospital into a major corporation under CHI Franciscan, where the focus of executives seems to be on acquisition and promotion rather than the needs of the patient. Staffing at Highline is a major concern for employees. As a registered nurse, or nurses, all of you, we are expected to be critical thinkers and on the front line coordinating and managing our patient care. However, we do not have enough help to provide the patients with the care they deserve. Highline recently violated our union contract and increased the number of patients per nurse in the emergency department. Often we find ourselves with acutely ill patients all arriving simultaneously who need services of multiple nurses to stabilize their condition. Making matters worse, we have seen a vast increase in patients with mental health and substance abuse problems. So often our emergency department techs are occupied with monitoring them and unable to help us. So I just want to say to you, wait a minute, I gotta get to the last page to say it. Can we hold that? I just want to say, to add insult to injury, after an exhausting day at work, I turn on the TV and see ads for CHI Franciscan during sports events and music award shows. The thought comes to me, how expensive these ads must be, and how we could really use the money for more staff to safely care for our patients. As Highline has become part of a sprawling corporate giant, my co-workers and I stand up to hold executives in far-off boardrooms accountable and make sure they are investing in quality patient care and good jobs at our local hospital. It's time for them to listen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, after that, what can I say? I am Terabia Franklin. I work in the ICU, and I've been here for 5+ years at Highline. I'm Nina. I work Highline 18 years. I will cook for patient. So when patient need a very good cook.
Hi, I'm Brent Morgan. I worked for Highline for 28 years. I'm retired now. We'll talk more.
Hello, my name is Pekadu.
Just introduce.
Pekadu Governor Mikel, and I'm bringing support from all my co-workers at Cascade Behavioral Hospital in Tacoma. Yeah, we were a part of that, but Saunders. I actually worked for 10 years at Highline before and going to Cascade, so I know what Highline used to be like. When I first started at Highline, I was still an independent community hospital, and conditions were better. Workers' voice could be heard, and there wasn't the constant pressure to cut staff. But now, the CHI Franciscan has taken over. The executives are focusing on the profits before patients. My co-worker at Cascade and I are here to stand aloud, strong message that we support your fight to make this executive put patient first. We will be here for you in every way we can until you win a fair contract. Hello, I want to say in Amharic, salam. Salam, salam, salam. ለ15 ዓመት አብረን ሰርተናል። እዚህ ሃይላይን ቅድሚያ ለፔሸንት ነበር፣ ቅድሚያ ለስታፍ ነበር። አሁን ቅድሚያ ለማሆን ለፕሮፊት ከሌላ ስቴት ላሉ ያው ገንዘብን ቅድሚያ ለሰጡ ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ አብረን በመቆም አንድ ላይ በመሆን ቅድሚያ ለፔሸንት እንላለን። ቅድሚያ ለማ ለፔሸንት፣ ቅድሚያ ለማ ለፔሸንት። አመሰግናለሁ። ቴንክ ዩ።
This is Sarah back. During our rally today, be sure to post photos on social media using the hashtag Protect Highline Patients and hashtag at CHI Franciscan and at Common Spirits. All of the healthcare workers here are Highline, from registered nurses to certified nursing assistants, lab assistants, the sterile processing techs, dietary co-workers, environmental services, patient sitters, unit secretaries, oh my God, I'm nervous, and everyone else. We are all here because we are deeply dedicated to providing the highest quality, compassionate care for our community. But ever since CHI Franciscan took over our independent hospital, it became very difficult to provide that care because corporate executives seem to care more about making profits than they do about our patient needs. They have cut our staffing to dangerously low, unsafe levels in almost every department and job titles throughout the hospital. We just don't have enough staff to do our jobs. Terabia would like to give an example.
I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, I would have to say this. Being on a unit, we're always staffed to the matrix
We're not always staffed to the nations, but we're staffed to the place of what is in the hospital. But we're never staffed to know what's coming into the hospital. And for those of you who work in the ER department, you know that we have all type of patients coming in at all times of the night, and we never have staff to cover those patients. We're always working short. We don't have enough sitters. We don't have health care. I mean, we don't even have help to clean up the rooms efficiently and effectively. So as the example would be that any given night, you can have more patients than you're supposed to have according to the matrix because there's not enough staff present at Highline to take care of the patients safely and efficiently. And so moving on, it's a sad irony, but executives are also trying to cut healthcare benefits for us healthcare workers. When you're working at working in a healthcare environment, we should have A+ healthcare. Yes. We should have the things we need to take care of ourselves as we take care of others. Yes. When you work in a hospital, you're exposed to all sorts of injuries, chemicals, dangerous diseases that you can bring home to your vulnerable family members. Affordable quality healthcare insurance is essential, and we need that for ourselves, our family, and for the community, so that we can be an example to those around us. And Sarah's going to give an example. That's a joke. It's a joke. You know me,
You got me. Recently, we were shocked to learn that the Seattle Southside Chambers of Commerce, which is a propaganda machine for big corporations, gave Highline the best place to work award. Just coincidentally, of course, the chief operating chief at Highline sits on the board of the Chamber of Commerce. It seems like the Chamber of Commerce only talks to the COO and other millionaire executives, not to all of us who are here tonight. They certainly didn't talk to the 327 Highline workers who have left since 2016. Many of them left because they were overwhelmed, burned out, disrespected, and understaffed and underpaid, which we all are here tonight. But we don't want to leave. We love Highline. We sure do. We take care. Good job here. We truly want to make difference at Highline, the best place to work and the best place to receive care. That's why we made our contract proposal, including increasing staffing levels, maintaining our current affordable health care, expanding training and continuing education opportunities, preserving retirement benefits, implementing joint labor management processing to guard against racial injustice and discrimination, and raising wages to meet the standards of other hospital areas in order to recruit and retain qualified staff.
CHI Franciscan is doing very well financially. It has more than enough resources to make these improvements. They had $1.4 billion in revenue last year for a non-profit organization.
Yes. They made that money.
And now CHI has come under control of an even bigger giant, Common Spirit Health, which is one of the largest healthcare corporations in America with over 700 facilities in 21 states. We're here today to hold these executives in the distant boardrooms accountable and send them a loud message that we will do whatever it takes to win a fair contract. We won't stop until we make sure CHI Franciscan invests in safe staffing, quality patient care, and good jobs for our local community.
I've worked at Highline for 41 years. This is where I dedicated my nursing career. We were a community hospital once that cared about our community and our patients. Since CHI took over, that is no longer the case. They don't allow us to give the quality care that we want to give our patients. That's why one of the main reasons I quit, because they won't allow us to take the time to give the quality care that our patients need. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, for joining us here today as we fight for this. We would like to also next introduce Burien City Council member Pedro Olaquin and Kevin Schilling.
Can we get some people down? If you've spoken, come down. Thank you.
Again, we're outside Highline Medical
While we
Center.
wait on Kevin to come up, can Britt say a few words?
Yeah, have you spoken?
Sure. Hi guys, listen, I retired 2 years ago because of a diagnosis of cancer. And everyone including the oncologist here at Highline said, you need to be going to Seattle Cancer Care. They have the specialist you need. A few days later, I was talking to Human Resources as I spent countless hours doing when I was here. And the Human Resources person said, you guys have terrible insurance. I was on Zenith. You guys have terrible insurance. I said, it has its limitations. They said, no, I mean, it's terrible. You can't even choose your doctor. And I said, yes, that's a limitation. And they said, I don't know how they negotiated that. And I said, I can tell you that, because I did it. And I said, I had one aim when I helped negotiate the health care. And that was, I demanded that people that are getting paid $15 an hour can pay a premium and can get their kids to the doctor when they need to go. And this plan does that. Is it the best plan in the world? No. You didn't let us have the best plan in the world. But this did that. And I can make changes. I will make changes. But you guys are in the same situation now. They have the plan that they negotiated that they now say, no, we don't think this is a good plan. Well, it's not their plan. It's your plan. It doesn't work for every person. It works for some of us. And don't let them tell you that you can't have this plan. It's your plan. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Brent. I would like to welcome the Burien City Council members now.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? Are there any Teamster members around here? Yeah. Man, it's a little chilly. Good afternoon. My name is Pedro Holguin. I'm a sitting city council member here in the city of Burien. Welcome to the city of Burien. As a city council member, our community deserves to have the best health care, the best coverage that we can afford, the best coverage that's out there. And I'm proud that everyone that works at this hospital is unionized under SEIU. But it saddens me that a corporation that makes over $1.4 billion, that has over 550 families at this location, it isn't willing to sit down and provide what's right for all of you and your families. And I'm also a Teamster member. I work for Teamster Local 117. And I can tell you that as a Teamster, we've got your back. We don't cross picket lines. We're going to make sure that everyone is secured in their workplace, and we're going to stand by you till the day that you guys sign your contract, ratify your contract that's filled with dignity and respect to make sure that everyone has the coverage that they need. So let's go fight, let's go win. When we fight, when we fight, when we fight.
I can't beat that. You can't beat that. Give it up for City Council Member Pedro L. Green right over here, everybody. I'm newly elected City Council Member Kevin Schilling. I'm so happy to be here. I ran on an unapologetically pro-union campaign. Come from a union family, 3 generations worth of union. I also come from a family with deep roots in this community who has been serviced at Highline Hospital, CHI Franciscan, by amazing nurses and staff in our community. Amazing. Amazing. And you all spend countless hours serving your patients, serving this hospital, and you deserve whatever you need for your jobs here in the community, your pay, to care for the patients, to be in this community. And we need to put pressure on CHI Franciscan to make sure that they know that you are the highest quality workers possible, imaginable in this community, and we need you here. And we thank you every day for being here. So I'm excited to continue to work with you to make Burien the best place it can be for quality healthcare, quality staffing, and quality jobs. So thank you so much, and I'm so proud to be here with you today. I'm proud to be picketing with you. I picketed with you for an hour, and I'm so proud to have done it with you. It's amazing.
I actually saw him singing on the line, everybody. All right, next up we have April Sims. She is the Secretary Treasurer of the Washington State Labor Council. What's up, sisters, brothers, family, and friends? How y'all doing? All right, well, I'm April Sims, she, her pronouns, and I'm proud to serve as Secretary Treasurer of the Washington State Labor Council, AFL-CIO, and I'm excited to be here tonight with all of you. Now, before I get on a roll, I do want to take a moment to acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish people. And I honor with gratitude their elders, past and present, for their stewardship of this land and its people, and thank them for allowing us to be here and do our work. I'm excited to be here with you all tonight because this is what energizes me at the end of a long day. When I leave here and I know that there is more work to do, it is the power of all of you, the power of working people, acting together for the benefit of all that makes a difference. There is nothing more powerful than standing together and marching on the boss. So thank you all for being here tonight. And I want you to know that the full force of the labor movement stands behind you. The Washington State Labor Council are more than 600 locals and affiliates. Come on through, FedEx. And the more than 650,000 union workers all across the state are standing with you tonight in solidarity. Because the work you do is critical to the communities you serve. Every single person will get sick at some point, and when we do, we not only want quality care, we want the people who are providing that care to have what they need to do their job well. And as medical professionals, I know that you all know this better than anyone. You know that dangerously unsafe staffing harms patients, that it puts you at risk as caregivers, and it endangers the security of anyone working in or visiting this hospital. Thank you. That's why it's so shameful that Franciscan, which had revenues of more than $1.4 billion in 2018, has cut staffing here at Highline Medical Center. And why it's so shameful that they are trying to cut your health benefits and are trying to force employees to shoulder more of the costs of health care. The work you do is important to our communities, and by the very nature of your work, you and your families are vulnerable to diseases and illnesses. The least you deserve is health care benefits that support your health and your families. So looking around tonight, I see so much power. Even in the dark, I can see your power. The power of working people who know their value, who know their importance to the community, and who refuse to let corporate executives put profits over people. You give it up for that? Warm it up a little bit. So I want you to know that your efforts here, standing up for what's right, benefit so many people beyond just yourselves. On behalf of the communities you serve, whose health and well-being you are fighting for today along with your own, and on behalf of more than 650,000 union workers across the state of Washington, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your dedication, thank you for your care for our communities, and thank you for your inspiring solidarity to one another. Thank you so much.
Next person will be John Holden, President of the International Association of the Machinists and Aerospace Worker District 551. Oh, 751. I'm dyslexic, I'm sorry. Can't read my writing.
SEIU like 99! My name's John Holden. I'm president of the Machinist Union District 751. I'm honored to be here today. The machinists stand with you. All right. I appreciate this opportunity so much. When your leader, Diane Sosny, called me, I really appreciated her asking me to speak. You know, I look up to her. I think a lot of her. She works hard to keep you all fighting in the right direction, so it was an honor to be here. Thank you. So your struggle for retirement security is something that the machinists understand all too well. We also face an employer that knows only how to take. Your efforts to maintain the right staffing levels for patients is admirable. Our communities depend on your strength and your principles. As a leader of 33,000 active machinists and 15,000 retirees in the area, I can tell you that your fight is our fight. We are truly connected. When our members are injured on the job or suffer illnesses requiring medical care, they come here, and it's you that take care of us. You deliver our babies, you repair us when we're injured, and you treat us with dignity and respect. Thank you for that. When I was a patient myself, or when my daughter was a patient, it gave me solace to know that I was being cared for by union members who I knew, with the right to bargain, they'd be able to demand a better standard for yourselves and your coworkers. Even some of our families have one parent that is a member of SEIU and another parent that is driving rivets down in Renton on the 737. So we are truly connected. So when we fight for a better standard of living, we're fighting right beside you. We both understand all too well an employer who cares more about their profit than those of us that generate the revenue and care for the patients. You know, it's reasonable to have stable employment and to earn a wage where you can make a life for your families. And it's reasonable to maintain quality health care and retirement security. I understand there's been a lot of turnover where good, hard-working members have moved on to better employers. Asking for concessions and takeaways is unreasonable, is irresponsible, especially when they make so much profit. You have earned everything that you have, and you shouldn't go backwards. That's true. When will the bosses understand that you are the magic in the equation, and it's your care that makes it Highline Medical Center what it is today? You know, it's never easy to stand up to the wealthy. Union members are always pushed to the brink, but I believe in you. Never forget that when you stand together, when we stand together, we will be successful. The bosses are nothing without you. They're nothing without you. They don't have what you have. They don't have your strength. They don't have your perseverance. They don't have your heart. You know, I recall speaking to you in this same spot 3 or 4 years ago, you were facing many of the same issues that you're facing today. It seems like things haven't changed. The most important thing that you have that the bosses will never have is you have each other. You will stand together. You will fight together. And you will win together. You will demand respect for yourselves and your co-workers. I believe in you. The machinists stand with you. Thank you.
Everybody, I would like to now introduce SEIU 1199 Northwest Healthcare Workers. We have Janine Odin. She's an RN from St. Elizabeth CHI Franciscan.
Hi, my name's Jeannie Odin. I'm an RN out at St. Elizabeth. We are currently in the middle of our own bargaining with CHI and fighting many of the same battles that you are. We want wages that allow us to recruit and retain quality employees so that we can take care of our patients in our communities. We're asking for affordable health care so that we can take care of our families in our hospitals. CHI makes way more than what the ask is from us, and we're just asking for fairness. Thank you, Mr. Holmes' horn. So we're here to fight the fight with you folks here at Highline, and wishing you nothing but success. Thank you.
Thanks, Jen. We'll also be in the fight with you. Next person will be Dolores Prescott, an RN from Swedish Medical Center.
Hello, fellow healthcare workers. Why are we here tonight? Fair contract, safe patient care. We're not going to take it anymore. We're going to stand and we're going to fight. We're going to say our patient is who matters. In a time where we have corporate greed and our healthcare is under fire, we're going to stand up and say, we will not go anywhere. We're not going away. We are the first line of care. We are the ones that are at the bedside holding our patients' hands. We're the ones taking them to the bathroom. We're the ones when they take their last breath. So corporate, if you are not hearing us here tonight, you better listen to us because we're standing and we are here for patient and safe care. We right now at Swedish Providence, we have taken an overwhelming strike vote and we are ready. And we are ready now. So we stand here with you, Highline, and we stand in this fight together. When we stand, we win. When we stand, we win. Thank you.
How about that? Thank you, Dolores. Next, I would like to introduce Kenneth Mburu. I'm hoping that I'm saying this right. A respiratory therapist from Northwest.
Yeah. Hello, Highline. I said hello, Highline. Thank you. My name is Canberra, and I'm a registered respiratory therapist at Northwest Hospital. And I'm here to tell you that all my co-workers support you in your fight. Thank you. For better patient care and jobs, you are essential to this community, and you deserve safe staffing, affordable health benefits, expanded training opportunities, retirement with dignity, racial justice on the job, and fair wages that retain qualified staff. We as a union are going to stand strong to make sure every patient gets the right care, every health worker is treated with respect. Thank you all. Let's keep fighting.
Thank you. So next on our list, we have King County Council members Dave Upthegrove and Joe McDermott.
Good evening, Highline. How are we, 1199?
Thank you for coming.
I'm Joe McDermott, one of your 2 King County Council members covering the area, and I have a really simple message for you tonight. Your community stands with you. We stand with you because you provide your community, our community care. At this very moment, my dad is beginning some serious health care. You are caring for him. You are caring for my friend's mother. Cindy is recovering now and benefiting from your care. And my friend Joe is home recovering from surgery right now himself here in Burien tonight because you have cared for him. You are caring for and enriching this community, and this community stands with you as you take up this work. And I stand with you and the broader community in supporting you in your work and your demands in this fight tonight. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dave Up the Grove, and I'm an elected King County Council member. Lord knows if I'm any good at it, but I have this really cool last name, Up the Grove, so people keep voting for me. And you know, I grew up in a labor household. My dad was in a labor union, and when I was really little, me and my brother would get 50 cents a week for doing our chores. But when my dad's union went on strike, I still had to do my chores, but we didn't get our 50 cents a week. And looking back now, I realize that 50 cents didn't impact the family budget at all, but that my dad was trying to demonstrate a simple lesson, and it's this: we're all in this together. And SEIU 1199 is a strong and well-respected union, and you are smart to organize and use your collective voice. And with the mess at the federal level right now, local government matters more than ever. And those of us at city council and county council need to stand up for the American values that made this country great. That means economic opportunity and fairness. You don't deserve to have your health care benefits cut. But if this were just about you, I don't think you'd be out here tonight in the cold. You're out here because you know that staffing shortages and that your well-being impacts the people you care about. And that makes it a community issue. That makes it a public issue. And so I'm here with 4 simple words. I stand with you. Keep up the fight.
Thank you, thank you. Next, I would like to announce Sandy Hunt, President of the Highline Education Association.
Hey, good evening, Highline. I am so proud to see you all out here, buddy. A little over a year ago, we ourselves took a strike vote, and that's what it took to get the pay that we needed to make teachers whole. Well, we need to make medical workers whole. You are on the front lines. We rely on you every day to keep us well, and we need you to feel comfortable, satisfied, and to be able to support our community through the incredible services that you provide, whether you are in the cafeteria, or whether you are in the operating room, or whether you are on the floor. We need you, and we need Highline to recognize this bargain and the medical care, the retirement benefits, and the staffing that you deserve and that our community deserves. We are about 1,500 teachers and educators that stand side by side with you. Don't give up, because when we fight, we win. Thank you.
All right, we have Miss Dr. Ernest Thompson next up on the mic.
I want to tell you that I started out my first experience in a hospital years ago, obviously years ago. I was a dishwasher in SEIU down in San Francisco. I made more than some of the professionals that time because we were a strong union. Later on, I became an LPN and was in the Army. So I know what it's about. And I said I'm working too hard as an LPN and I'm not making enough money. I became an RN. Worked in that for a number of years. And I still was working too hard. Still not making enough money. And it was killing me. So I said, well, I guess I have to become a doctor. So I did. And I want you to know that even at that level, you are constantly confronted with this issue of staffing, and it always comes back to one damn thing, it's money. And the management that wants that money, they always have their fancy meetings. I've been to some of them. They get the best of everything, and they want to cut your health care. Well, let me tell you something. My dad was a meat cutter, and he taught me one thing. Picket lines mean don't cross. Somebody crosses your picket line, they might just accidentally end up in the emergency room. And then you can take care of them. Now let me tell you, I just happened to have been elected about a month ago to City Council in Normandy Park. I will take my office in January. And I just want you to know that you have one working class brother who will always show up on your picket line and strike, strike, strike. Workers of the world unite! Thank you.
All right, up next we have a founder of SEIU,
Diane Sosny.
All right, ladies. Woo, right place. Okay, how are you? All right, thanks. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, can I put it here? Aren't our MCs terrific? Let's hear it for them. Woo! So I'm here tonight. I can't see you because these lights are like so blinding, but I hear you. First of all, I want to say, I was going to say good afternoon, but I think it's now evening. On behalf of the 30,000 and growing nurses, doctors, professional service and technical staff in our union in Washington State and now Montana, we all stand behind our members at Highline Medical Center.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The fight for safe staffing, respect and dignity on the job. Management must agree with us to work on ending discrimination at this facility. We've heard about the need for affordable health care, retirement benefit, wages that truly recruit and retain. When we have over 300 staff who have left since 2016, something is wrong inside. We're outside because something is wrong inside. Is that right? Shame on Highline.
Shame on Highline!
Shame on Highline. Shame on Highline. You know, a lot of us here remember when the CEO used to live and work in this community. And we could go to his office because he lived and worked here and we knew him. Well, when the Franciscans took over, all decision-making now moved not only to Tacoma, but to Denver, Colorado. Shame on CHI.
Shame on CHI!
Shame on CHI.
Shame on CHI!
We heard from Jeannie, our nurse at St. Elizabeth's, and I don't think she mentioned, but if we don't get a contract, we're going to be picketing there, I think it's December 4th, for fighting for a fair contract. And we have the same issues with the CEO of the Franciscans in Tacoma. You know, we're not faces to them. They don't know us. They don't know the patients. They don't round in the hospital, these CEOs. All they look at is the numbers on a piece of paper of the profit and loss from the revenue from patients. Shame on CHI.
Shame on CHI!
Shame on Highline.
Shame on Highline!
I went on the website today to look at their mission, vision, and value statement, because that's how they represent who they are. And they actually say on their mission statement to emphasize human dignity and social justice as we create healthier communities. Shame on CHI!
Shame on CHI!
How do they accomplish this from a corporate office in Tacoma, Denver, and now with the second merger from California? Values. On the website, they say they have a value of compassion as defined by solidarity. They actually use that word, with one another. They don't live that value. And then their strategic priorities for 2020. Focus on quality, safety, exceptional experience for patients. The only reason patients have good experiences here is because of you, our members, not the suits in the corporate office. Shame on CHI and Highline. They even have the audacity to write on their website, we want to capture, and I'm not making this up, this is true, the hearts and minds and spirit of our healthcare team. Shame on CHI and Highline. So we're out here today protesting what management is doing, or rather not doing. And I don't know how many of you noticed, but on the neon sign they have on the corner down there, it said voted by, was it the Chamber? The Chamber of Commerce, best place to work. Where I understand that one of the members of the Chamber is an executive here. He must have called a recess and then voted by himself to say this is the best place to work. Shame on CHI.
Shame on CHI!
Shame on Highline.
Shame on Highline!
So as we wrap up tonight, we are here to say actions speak louder than words. Our message is we're not backing down on our health care benefits or our retirement plan. We're not going to let management treat our co-workers badly. We're not going to bail on our patients who need our collective voice as their advocates. Make no mistake, management, if you're looking out the windows or listening, we make Highline work. We're the heart of healthcare here. They need to come back to the bargaining table and bargain in good faith, and they need to stop their greedy takeaways. We want truly compassionate care, not corporate uncaring. This may be a smaller hospital in the whole system, but we are mighty, as you have demonstrated today on our picket line and here at our rally. When patient care is under attack, what do we do? When patient care is under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When patient care is under attack, what do we do? When our benefits are under attack, what do we do? We will be back if needed. But let's turn to one another right now in the cold, give a little hug and say, I got your back. We will be back if we need to. And we are going to win this fight because it's just and righteous. Solidarity.